I think that they would go with. No, realistically, I think they'll go.
Hello and welcome to the Pre-Draft Show. My name is Mohsen Safi here with the KBA Commissioner Irfan Safi, along with the newest captain, Ali Zaidi.
Pleasure to be here, fellas.
How you feeling, Zaidi?
I'm good. Pleasure to be back. Pleasure to be a captain again.
Do you prefer Ali or Zaidi?
I prefer Zaidi, Z.
I'm just kidding. All right. Just announced maybe like 30 minutes ago you're the new captain. What are your thoughts on that?
I thought I was originally going to be a captain. I guess some stuff happened. Irf decided I shouldn't be one. Had some late-minute drama, and I stepped in to save the day.
Now, the plan is for you to be the 9th pick, so we're just adding you to that last spot. You've had a pretty rocky
But
career.
can I just say something? I know we have Zaidi as the last pick, but I'm having a really fun time right now trolling Ayub because Ayub is crashing out in the captain's chat because in my chat GPT, I told it to give us an order that remains constant regardless of what the input is. And I keep sending Ayub screenshots, and this guy is straight crashing out right now. So I might actually make him the 9th pick just for fun's sake.
But we're probably not going to do that, so don't stress too much. But like I was saying, you've had a pretty rocky career in the KBA. You had a couple seasons where I think you went almost winless or maybe one win, like 0-15. Almost became a laughingstock of the league. And then last season you became a captain. Your team went far. You guys went to the championship game. Unfortunately, lost in a 2-1 series against Unis's team. Now, what are your thoughts now as a repeat captain? How are you gonna bring your team back to supremacy?
I've learned a lot. I've had 2 seasons as a captain. My first season was with Hassan Ramzanali and AO. I had the last pick of the first round like this year. And they were absolute shit. So, I didn't play well, but, in the KBA, your first 2 picks really got to play well, and they were horrendous. So they're not on my draft board. They never will be ever again. But defense matters in this league. Athleticism matters, and you need someone who can really score the ball. So last year, I picked Bassett. Pound for pound, he's probably the most skilled player in the league. He's the best scorer in the league, and he pretty much carried us in that regard. But I've realized as a captain, it's that second pick that really makes the most difference.
Mm-hmm. I would definitely agree with that. So, without further ado, how about we do a first 2-round mock draft? Just to mention, the roster right now is Hamza Malik with the number 1 pick, Murtaza Mirza with the number 2 pick, Rehan Siddiqui with the 3rd pick, Jazib Faruqi with the 4th pick, Hamza Ramzanali with the 5th pick, Abdullah Kidwai with the 6th pick, Ayub with the 7th pick, Abad with the 8th pick, and then now Zaidi with the 9th pick, okay? So let's start from the top, man. Let's, Hamza Malik with the 1st pick. Zaidi, how about you go first? Who do you think he's going to target at this spot?
I don't think he should take this player. I do love this guy, though. I just don't think he should be the 1st pick, but I think he'll take Amar Usman.
Okay, Amar Usman. You think Amar Usman will go first to Hamza? Why do you think that?
They play a lot together. They're heaven sent. They've got really good chemistry. I think Hamza plays best when he's familiar with the players around him. So I think he'll go with a familiar face in AO. And AO can score 30 in this league. There's no question about it. I just don't know if he should really be going 1 yet.
Mm-hmm. Amar Usman, is taking the last season off, was busy with life events or whatnot. But for the most part, Amar Usman has been a well-solidified player in the Muslim community. Just recently won IFN MVP and, has been working with Heaven Sent to, bring them back to supremacy in the IBL as well. Now, Irfan, who do you have with the 1st pick for Hamza Malik?
I think it's no question, no brainer that the number 1 pick per Zaidi's point is probably the best offensive player in the league. It would be Abdul Basit Mushtaq.
Okay, Abdul Basit Mushtaq, the late entry, like literally maybe an hour ago, ended up committing to the league. Both you guys played with Abdul Basit Mushtaq last season. How was it like playing with him?
Frustrating.
I enjoyed it. He lets me just do what I want to do. I play defense, shoot open threes. But Irf was probably pretty annoyed. I think Irf was point shaving in the final, but...
I was just expecting someone to carry us, and he failed. And, at the end of the day, if we don't win, after everything I did for our team last season, I was pretty upset and demoralized. And I'm probably still not over it after everything we did last season and still coming short.
You guys even made that, crazy trade, huh? Getting Musab.
Oh, that was that was probably the most fair thing that happened last season.
Yeah, I still understand why people were upset about that trade. Mo Said, after he got traded to that team, scored 20 the next week.
But he was averaging 25 and 10 a game.
And he was busting Unis's ass the next week, and that was the guy crying the most in the chat. So, I mean, but Unis is, that's what
And he
Unis
still
does.
whooped our ass.
Anyways, let's go to the second pick. Over here, we have Murtaza Mirza. Zaidi, who do you think he'll target here?
So I think with Murtaza Mirza, I think he wants a true point guard. So I think he'll pick Unis.
Anas Al-Zamli, number 2 spot, former finals MVP, actually the most recent finals MVP, just won the championship. I can see why he would target Anas. What do you think? Who do you think he'll target at the number?
Yeah,
2
for
spot?
me, I had a couple names, Anas being one of them. But again, for me, I do think that everything in this league is based off emotion and how you're feeling. And we did have a spotlight with Isam, and he basically said, Murtaza is his OG, and he would love to run it with him. And I think Murtaza saw that. He felt some type of way, and I think that's going to force him to draft Isam.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Isam's a bad pick either, man. Like, Isam Hamwi, he's a multi-league champion, very good player, very talented player. I think him and Murtaza will be a good tandem. At the same time, Isam's out for vengeance after last season. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think Asam's out to prove a point, and I just want to, if that does happen, I want to put out there that Musab actually in the chat said that would be the worst defensive backcourt in the league's history. So,
I mean, we've seen some bad ones, man.
yeah,
Like with
Hassan and
Shia
AU. Oh my god.
Bro, that was a bad backcourt, man. Anyways, with the third pick, we have Rehan Siddiqui, champion last year as captain, coming back this year as another captain. Anas is off the board now, according to Zaidi. So who do you have him taking here?
So he can go a lot of different ways here, but I think his second pick is going to influence his first pick. So I think second pick he's guaranteed to take his brother Aman. So in the second round. So I was originally going to say maybe Adnan. I think Adnan probably should go here. I think he's the best player available. But I think he'll go with a little bit of an SOA reunion and pick us for Undy.
Okay, Usfer Undy, a very solid superstar in this league. He is actually a 2-time champion, and also like a multi-MVP in this league. So, I mean, again, another great pick. You can't really go wrong in the first round for Rehan here. Irfan, who do you have him taking?
Yeah, I think if the board plays out the way I think it is, I think it's a no-brainer. He'll just go with Anas Al-Zamli. And then he'll just fill out his team with a bunch of shooters and hustlers around him, and that he showed us that was a recipe, and I feel like he'll do the same this year.
Yeah, like we kind of talked about with Anas, he was champion last year, so wouldn't be surprised if Rehan goes back and gets his guy again. So I think that would be a solid pick if available. And then at the fourth pick, we have Jazib. Who do you have Jazib taking?
And that's easy. It's going to be Tariq.
Yeah, I mean, Tariq is a bucket getter, probably the best scorer in this league. It'll be nice to have his best friend on the team as well. Him and Jazib have an interesting relationship. It seems like he's like his number one henchman, so
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised.
That's fair, but I will say, last weekend, IFN championship, AO carried the team while Tariq had a bum ankle and decided to sit out for both games. And I think since AO helped Jazib win his first ever, Jazib, 30-year-old man that's been playing basketball for 20 years, hasn't won anything in recreational sports, finally won his first basketball title. And it was all because of Omar Usman. So I think he will reward him by adding him to Have a Nice J.
Wow. So you really think he'll take AO over Tariq?
I think he should. That's the least he can do for what AO did for him last weekend.
What would Tariq's reaction be at that point?
I mean, I feel bad for the next captain because he's not coming if you're drafting him.
All right. Like Tariq did come out and say, if he's not drafted by Jazib, he's probably going to want to sit. Not really true, but we'll have to see.
That is true.
Hamza has the next pick, Hamza Ramzan Ali with the 5th pick. Who do you think he'll take over here?
That guy's a tweak, but he'll probably take Adnan. They play on bench mob together. Adnan's the best big in the league. It's not really a true big. He's more of a wing, but versatile, Bosnian bomber. This is where he goes.
Yeah, Adnan, very smooth game, honestly. And I would agree with you. He's probably the best big in the league. Probably one of the better stars in this league. Definitely a great pick for Hamza. Who do you think Hamza will take over?
I think Hamza's just gonna. I don't know. He is a tweak, but I feel like he'll just go with next best available. And I think on my draft board it would be us for Undy.
Hell no. I mean, he is the best available on your draft board, but Hamza's not taking him.
Yeah, us for Andy, like we kind of talked about. I wouldn't be surprised if Hamza takes him, but man, I don't think he'd want to pass up Adnan just considering they were on the same team in IBL and they have a good relationship. Not saying Usfer and Hamza don't, but
I
shit.
will say the teams that have won in the past, outside of Waleed's 1 year, not a single team really had a true big or interior presence. I think the closest would be Aman, but I feel like he's more of like a forward. So yeah, that's just something to think about. And Usfer's won twice. So if Hamza really wants to win, that guy's been struggling in this league as well. I know we make fun of Ali's AD, but Hamza also has had shit performances and shit teams for the last few years. And, you know, I feel like this might be the year he kind of uses his brain and tries drafting a team that'll lead him to, you know, more victories.
Up next, we have Abdullah Kidwai now at the 6th pick of the draft. Who do you think he'll take?
This is interesting because on my draft board, Bassett's left, Isam's left, but he's got a weird relationship.
He's definitely not getting Isam.
Yeah, he's not getting Isam.
Not after that last one, yeah.
He's got like this weird relationship with Waleed. The stickers they send is insane, so I think he'll just take him.
Yeah, I mean, Kidwai is very big on loyalty. I wouldn't be surprised if he takes Waleed. Waleed's also carried him a lot, and they, like he said, man, they have a very weird relationship.
They do, but I also think that Kidwai is the type that enjoys being wanted. And I feel like Waleed loves giving him attention. And if they're not together every week, Waleed will come up to him and do things that we should not mention on the podcast. But I think Kidwai will go with Tariq here and just go with basically the next best and someone that's available and let Waleed slide.
And so loyalty is really not a thing in your draft board, huh?
Nah, not after multiple seasons of these guys losing. You know, they're just going to go for someone that's available, that's good, and that can help them win.
I do think Kidwai wants chaos, though. I think he wants to mess up everyone else's draft board.
Yeah. And then next we have Ayub. Ayub with the 7th pick of the draft. Who do you guys think he'll target here?
That's interesting because prior to me being a captain, I kind of did some investigative journalism. I kind of knew his pick beforehand. So originally it was Isam, but with Rain Man back in action, you know, they played on OTF together. Ayub says the issue on OTF wasn't Bassett or Waleed, it was Taha. So I think he'll pick Bassett. I think he likes playing with Bassett. They had, was it called Revolution back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, you know, loyalty there.
Did they win together in this league or? Probably not. I
No,
don't think
Ayub won with Usfer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bassett won with the Gaba and Zuffer and Taha and Akbar.
Man, it's crazy how Gabo was the first person you knew.
Yo, Gaba was
had a lot of
lethal
threes.
during that season. Yeah, he had a
He
few
was.
threes during the playoffs.
Irfan, who do you have Ayub taking in this spot?
I think after last season, Ayub's been very disrespected, being a late round pick. So I think this year he wants to prove himself. And there's no better way to line yourself up in this league with having probably the number one big. So I think he will draft Waleed Mirza and put himself in a position to lead the team as the lead guard, instead of backpacking with another guard that will be very ball dominant.
Yeah, Waleed, I think, is very reasonable, too, if Waleed's available. I think both of those would be likely players that Ayub would go for. You know, they have a great relationship as a whole, played together in multiple leagues, so I could see both of those. And up next is Abad at the 8th pick. Zaidi, who do you think he'll target here?
It's another player I kind of know his plan. He's going to take Isam.
Bro, how do you know all this stuff before the friggin'... Man, that's crazy.
Oh, I didn't do Adnan. Okay.
Isam, okay, so you have Isam going to Abad. I could see that happening. I mean, they played together last year. I think that was Jazib's first 2 picks, Isam and Abad.
If I remember correctly, I think Isam wanted Abad. So Jazib went ahead and drafted him. So I guess, you know, it'll be the same thing again this year.
Yeah, I mean, he couldn't shit on all the captains.
Irfan, who do you have Abad picking here?
I guess over here, so I forgot that Adnan was on the board, but this pick and the last pick between Waleed and Adnan, I think would fall right here. But I think Abad will go with Adnan in this situation because, I mean, it's the next best player, and I think there's somewhat of a drop-off here after this pick.
You think Ayub would go Waleed over Adnan, or?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then at the 9th spot, you know, Zaidi now is a captain, I guess. So who would you take at this spot?
So I'm considering multiple players, but I think it's going to be... I like Ilaga here. I like Ibandi, Zayn, Shoipaj, but I got to pick only 2. So I think I'll take Ibandi and Zayn here for now, but it could switch at the moment of the draft.
Okay. So Zaidi going with Bandy and Zane.
So I'm not gonna buy that. There's no way he's showing his hand on the pod right before the draft.
He did name 4 players too that would all be there. I think. I mean, all 4 are reasonable players. Are we missing anyone that he could possibly pick at the spot?
I mean, AU.
AU. Oh wow.
Dude, please don't do that again.
AU. You wouldn't draft AU?
Wallah, never again.
Dude, if you witness the Shia Kings, you do not want to have that same duo back on the same team.
Okay.
But I think someone that's been very kind of not very, but I think in this position, someone who was a runner-up MVP last year. I really do think Mas Siddiqui showed himself as a top-tier player. I know we're at the end of the first round, and I think he did prove himself to be able to hold his own amongst the greats in this league. So I would definitely reach for him. So I'm surprised he's not on his radar.
Is he on your radar?
Hell no. No
Wait,
offense,
You
Maz.
still think he'll take Maz here?
No, he definitely won't now. But
So who do you have him taking?
oh, man, Zaydi's. I would just go with what he said because I mean he's the one who's drafting, right?
Yeah, that's true. Bandy and Zane. Bandy is new to the league. Eric Bandy, coming off a couple injuries. Most recently, it seems like he fell off his scooter.
Why are you laughing?
Dude, stop, bro.
My bad, Ryan. Hopefully, he's doing better though, man. I just, Eric's a good player though. Man.
We love you, Eric, man.
But yeah, he's someone that I think could go for Rookie of the Year this year. He's a very talented player, and I could see he should be a first round pick. And then Zane, Zane's always been pretty consistent. He was a champion his first year, so I definitely.
He should have been the Finals MVP.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I thought he should have.
But he missed a lot of the season.
Finals MVP.
Yeah, but Honest holds the name.
Overrated.
Your opinion?
Anyways, up next on the flip, we have Abad. He got what you said was that he would get Isam, and then you kind of said he would go with Adnan. So Zaidi, who do you think he'll target in the second round?
So right now I have him. He took Isam on my board, right?
Yep.
So I think he's gonna pair him with AU. I think they like AU's attitude. He kind of fits that, that do-rag mentality, low IQ. We saw the way Isam was talking on the pod too. So I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's a good fit.
That's a pretty nasty backcourt, man. Isam, AU. That's a pretty good backcourt.
It's like nasty off the court for sure.
Shit.
Yeah,
I think my issue with AU is, skill, he's one of the top guards. He could be a first-round pick. We saw how he played in NMBT Baltimore. We saw how he plays in CMBL, IBL. He's a top player. I don't know. He's said in the past, like, he just can't get up for it.
don't ever disrespect my league ever again, AU.
And, I think that's just what a lot of guys that are soft, they make excuses when they can't play well in the league. So I've heard Anis say it before. I've heard AU say it. So...
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, like it's tough sometimes because like AU comes into it and he doesn't show much interest. But who do you have about taking here?
I don't know. He's hard to read, but I think I think the best player right now on the draft board is Mas Siddiqui. So I would definitely, that's my pick on who he should be targeting here.
Yeah, I mean, and I could see that as well. They have a good relationship. They've played in some leagues together. So I could definitely see them playing together. I find it hard to believe that Abad would pass up AU, but we'll kind of see where that goes. Now, Zaidi, next up would be Ayub. Who do you have Ayub taking in the second round?
It's kind of a difficult pick because I think there's a lot of really good guards here. Maz is here. Hassan Shoipaj is here. Ilaga is still here. But I think for a player like Bassett and for Ayub, I think they do need a big. Bassett plays a lot of pick and roll. He likes to get those switches. And I think there's still a big here that can space the floor, which is Big Mo. I think Big Mo's a pretty good player. He can play post. He can space the floor. He's not a bad defender. He plays really hard. It's just a question of will he fit in the locker room? How's the chemistry going to click? But I think talent, Big Mo deserves to be picked here.
Okay, Big Mo to Ayub. I don't know what their relationship is per se. It's hard to say, to be honest.
Yeah, there definitely isn't a relationship there. This is Big Mo's first time in the league. So he definitely doesn't have much of a relationship with most of these players. But, hopefully by the end of the league, he'll have a good relationship with everyone. So that's the main point of this league. So
I also feel like, Big Mo's a pretty vocal guy. So I feel like Ayub would have a hard time with another vocal person on the team. You know how Ayub is, man.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
So I don't know, but
Dude,
I mean,
but that'll be crash out central. That bench is gonna be amazing to watch if that were to happen.
If just gonna have Boston say, "Chill, Bucko."
And then you got these two yelling at each other.
Irfan, who do you have?
I think Ayub's gonna go with someone that he's familiar with, which is AU. I think since in my draft board he has Waleed, I think he needs to solidify that backcourt with himself. And this way, now with 3 pretty good scorers, they can go ahead and focus on rounding out their team with scrappy players, defensive menaces, and whatnot.
Okay, yeah, I think that would be the right move for Ayub. With those 3 playing together, I mean, all they really need is a big or whatnot, and then just someone to rebound. Probably see Zucky in like the 3rd or 4th round. I could see.
Yep.
And then Gidwai's up next. Zaidi, who do you have Gidwai taking here?
So I think he's going to take Ilaga here, which I think is... I don't even think Ilaga should fall this far. I think it'll just be based on preferences because I would consider Ilaga at my spot. I think Ilaga's a really good up-and-coming guard. He's young. He plays hard. He's a really good defender. He can score. Mm-hmm. And when you put a guard like him with the lead in a pick and roll, that's going to be pretty dangerous. So I think right now this is a great spot for Kid to be picking.
Alaga's a sensational player. I've seen him play. He's like an up-and-coming player. So very good player. My only concern with that would be, I've seen Waleed with like younger guards. I don't know, man. It's just he's a weird guy.
I think Waleed gets a little bit of bad rep,
Mosaid was cooking last year.
Bro, but then Musab, he got him off the team. He couldn't handle that.
Because Waleed needs positive reinforcement. He doesn't deal with like negative energy that well.
But you don't think it'll be like Musab and Waleed? Last year it was one guy or the other going. Alaga is kind of like, very ball dominant. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. But I think if it works, it's going to be, that might be the best team already.
Yeah.
But I think because Waleed is almost like the face of this league, to be honest. But he does a lot of stuff he doesn't do in other leagues in this league. He faces up. He brings the ball up. He kind of plays like a point center. We saw in the finals he was going like coast to coast reverse layups.
Man.
Like,
Shout out Waleed, man.
Waleed.
That guy 50-point triple double in the 3-game final series and ended up short, but man, that was a performance to witness.
That was a LeBron James-esque performance for sure. But yeah, I agree. Alaga, someone who could, next season see him at the top of this draft board. So definitely someone who'll be growing.
But do you think a top guard will take away from that? Like, because you add a guard that's skilled, Waleed's not going to just do as much, and then that makes them actually worse?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, Waleed is very hard to read sometimes, man. Like, sometimes I feel like he's just better with his cousins on the team and him just going, So I don't know. If you put him around Najib Subhan and he'll drop 50, but if you put him next to Alaga, he'll go for 2 points and maybe Italian Express pizza after. Irf, who do you have Kidwai taking here?
I have Abdullah Kidwai in this position. I think someone that's fallen pretty far here is Musab. I think Musab with Abdullah Kidwai and Tariq is who I had him draft the first round. So I think that's a good pairing. Musab and Tariq are pretty familiar with each other as well. So I think that's a good backcourt. And Kidwai is a big, and Tariq is 6'5", so they don't need to go chase a big. They can just surround themselves with guards. So I think Musab's a really good pick here.
Yeah, I can see that being a good pick for them. Musab, as we know, coming off a knee injury, this will be his first league back. So sorry about that. We'll kind of see how he does with that dynamic. Tariq needs the ball in his hand. Musab.
I will say though, if Musab's on your team, please, when he hits 3 fouls, do not put him. Just bench his ass, because this guy will go and just commit his 4th foul within the next minute and foul out of the biggest game in the season with 17 minutes remaining. But yeah, if you have Musab, just make sure he's not guarding the best player, especially after he has 3 fouls, because he's gonna pick up the 4th one real quick.
All right, and then up next we have Hamza Ramzanali, who. Took Adnan first in your draft board. Who do you have him taking here?
I think he's going to take Hassan Schweipaj here. I've been talking to Hamza a little bit.
Who have you not been talking to, bro?
I was working the phone lines, but no, I think it's not even for basketball reasons. He just wants to stand next to the guy and look good. So whatever that, but good for him.
Bro, Hassan, I played with him last season, man. He's a talented ass player, man.
Man, shout out Shuipaj, man.
Shout out Shuipaj.
Yeah, that's a good guy, man.
That guy was killing it last year, man.
I don't know anyone else with a better drive to the rim. He's always going for it and
finishing.
his finishing is pretty incredible. So
Clutch time buckets.
Yeah.
Yo,
Maybe-
who did he hit that game-winning three on? Or the game time?
I think it was in Isam's eyes.
Wow.
I think it was too, man. You know, people are shitting on Isam a lot, man.
Well, he had the audacity to blame his team, but he just didn't guard his own guy.
Irfan, who do you have Hamza taking here?
Since I had Hamza taking Usfer, I think Usfer will definitely convince him to get Aman Siddiqui to solidify the interior presence. I was going back and forth with either Aman or Salman. So I think at the end of the day, Usfer would recommend Aman. But if Hamza had a choice, I don't think Hamza actually likes Salman. He says he gets annoyed because Salman always asks for the ball. So yeah, I think he would go with Aman Siddiqui over here.
Sorry, just looking at the draft board.
Wait,
I'm trying
who-
to see.
You just said who's taking?
Hamza.
Hamza's gonna get Aman because he picked up Usfer in the first round.
I think it's possible. Trying to see what other guards or
Hamza's
whatnot
gonna
on the
kill
draft.
himself if that's the team.
I don't know if Hamza would be big on that. I think Hamza came out and said he wanted to get 2 guards to start and then kind of go from there. But we'll kind of see. Up next is Jazib. Zaidi, who do you have Jazib taking here?
So I think to pair with Tariq, I think he's going to take Musab. Musab, I'd actually consider him at the end of the first, but this is going to be his first league back. He's coming off a serious injury. I compare him to Russell Westbrook. Abrar loves to call him a pit bull. He's always attacking downhill. He plays tenacious. He plays good defense. But I think, it might have a little bit of a risk. He's coming off an injury. I think he's going to be a little rusty. And I think with Musab a little bit, we saw last season, he was not even going to show up because he just didn't like his team. So you really got to think, like, is he going to like playing on this team? And I think with Tariq's someone he'll mesh well with. So
Yeah, both you guys have Musab with Tariq, it seems. But obviously you had him with Gidwai and then you had him with Jazib. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like you said, man, the second round is kind of where the draft is made. I could see if Musab is at that position, like, he's a pretty talented guy. He's a good pick at that spot for Jazib. Who do you have, Irfan?
Yeah, I think the best available player here is Ilaga for me on my board, and he is dropping here on my end, but I think that's just because he's like younger guy, new to the scene. Everyone in this league pretty much knows each other, so when a new face arrives, not many people jump to drafting them. So I think he'll fall a little bit in the second round, and he'll be a steal of that round for sure.
Yeah, so you have Ayo and Alaga on Jazib's team. It's a pretty great backcourt. I mean, we could be talking about that backcourt being the best by the end of the season. I know Ayo's played with Alaga in the past on Heaven Sent, so there is a connection there. So I could definitely see that. Rayhan Siddiqui is up next. Zaidi, who do you have him taking?
I think he'll take him on. I think they'll have the SOA reunion. The team's going to yell a lot. It's going to be toxic, but that's also what makes them great. So I think for whatever you want to say about Usfer, that guy plays harder than any other star in the league. He's going to will his team. He's never going to give up. So I think with the Usfer and Amon in this league, he looks like DeMarcus Cousins in the league. He'd be scoring like 20 a game too. So they're going to be good.
Yeah, Aman Siddiqui coming off a championship, he's a very talented player, man. And I could definitely see Usfer and Aman playing together with Rayhan. Irfan, who do you have Rayhan taking here?
Yeah, so Rayhan's with Anas, and I know Anas's goal in life is to eventually one day play with Salman Majid and have a big like that next to him. So I think Anas Rayhan paired with Salman would be, I was going to say trio, but the Anas Salman duo would be a really good pairing in this league because Salman's one that gets a lot of offensive rebounds. And Anas obviously reigning MVP and finals champion.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it too, man. I can see someone running point for that team too, man. Fuck. Murtaza up next. Zaidi, who do you have Murtaza taking here? You had him taking Anas in the first round.
So similar to Irf's line of thought, I think they'll take Salman because Anas loves to say he can make some of these bigs like the best bigs in the league, and I think he's going to have a point to prove. The only way this doesn't happen is if, and I hope Murtaza does do this, like, don't even ask your first round pick. Just pick it based on your own opinions. Because I've heard Murtaza's talking pretty big. He says, I've got the keys. I can finally build a team the way I see it. So I'm excited to see what he does. But, yeah.
Yeah, that's what the league is for. Most of these captains are people that haven't been in a position to captain their own team, put their own team together. So having the ability to do so with such great talent in this league is something, some of us can look at, because not all of us are like for everything.
Yeah. Anyways, No comment. Hamza Malik now to close out the second round and close out this mock draft for us. Zaidi, you had him taking AO in the first round. Who do you have him taking in the second round?
I was a little confused here, but I think the power of friendship works out, and I think they take Mohsen Safi. Yeah. Am I forgetting anyone? Maz hasn't been taken in my draft, huh?
The disrespect.
No, Maz has not been.
Okay,
taken.
never mind. I think he takes Maz here.
Well, it's a back-to-back, so I guess he can just...
So, I mean, he could probably take Mohsen too, but I think Maz being here is crazy. That guy was a runner-up in for MVP in the league. He plays good defense. He plays hard. He does try and go for steals a lot. Sometimes not solid on that end, but he's athletic. And in this league, athleticism shows because 75% of this league is just fat and slow. So
All right, buddy, relax.
I wasn't talking
I will say, man, like Maz is very talented, man. Unfortunately, he's like hidden in a jail cell with superstars, never able to like show his true worth. But we saw it in Takath, man, when he played with us in Takath. Very talented player, and also in the KBA, he was definitely like the number one guy on that team next to Abrar. Very talented duo last season. Irfan, who do you have Hamza taking here?
Man, this is tough. Right now, I have Hamza with Basit. So obviously, for them, they just want someone that can kind of just space the floor, kind of a 3-and-D type of guy. So I think that they would go with. No, realistically, I think they'll go with Sheryar Siddiqui.
All right, yeah.
What?
Nothing, man.
Because Hamza, dude,
3-and-D and you named Sherry.
my definition of 3-and-D is a little
How
different.
about this right here, bro? Imad Rahman.
All right, buddy.
It's Bassett's boy, man.
He is, but you need hustlers around him, man. That guy will drop 50 to 60 points a game.
I think they take Mo for your team.
Who?
Mo, you.
Oh.
No, they already have Hamza.
I don't know, man. They have Hamza. I feel like in this league you shouldn't go more than like one big. Like, to be honest, like I think this draft is made based off the guards, especially in the first 2 rounds. I don't know, man. This is kind of interesting.
This is where the fall off happens a little bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a fall off. Just a bunch of sleepers, okay?
Yeah,
I apologize.
Let's just look at this list. I mean, there's some guys that are just sticking out for me. I think like these two right here, Kamran and Lukman. I think they're both pretty solid players, man. Lukman for sure. I really like his game. He plays really hard. Very passionate guy. Kamran a little bit of the opposite. He just wears a headphone and just.
I didn't even know his name was Kamran, dude. I just called him AirPod guy.
Yeah.
Nabil Mansour too.
Yeah, Nabil Mansour too.
Nabil who? But he disappeared when we needed him most.
You can't forget about Najib either, man. Shout out Najib.
When did you play with Nabil?
When he was playing against us for 2 years ago, and we needed them to beat us and they choked. This is when they were undefeated. They had a good season, and he was runner-up for MVP.
Oh, when they
and then the
mic'd him
biggest
up,
game, and the biggest game of the season, the guy just completely folded. So yeah, that was.
Usman Hussein could also be a good pick here.
All right, buddy,
Yeah.
we're not in 2015 right now. Honestly, sleeper. Hear me out.
Wait, we're tweaking.
What?
Wait, hold on, bro. You had Bassett going to Hamza.
Yeah.
You don't think Akbar would go here?
Akbar's refusing to play for any team
Yeah,
but
he's
my
a-
team.
Brother, if Bassett's on his team, he's gonna be fine.
Nah.
He don't want to play.
That is
Akbar wants to play
crazy.
for my team.
Nah. I mean,
Wow.
Taha's there too. Who knows? But nah. But yo, sleeper though.
Bassett doesn't want Taha.
Yo, biggest sleeper of the draft. He averaged 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists last season. Hamza Abbasi.
Are those statistics real?
I hope so. He sent it to me and told me to mention it on the podcast.
Shit, man.
What team was Hamza on last year?
Arkham's.
Shit,
Wait, no,
bro.
that team
No,
didn't.
no,
Oh,
he
he was
was
on
on
Wakasa's
Wakasa's
team.
Hey, in the
They
names
also
of-
went winless, I think.
And then the year before, it was Arkham's team.
Man, he had a bad run of 2 seasons too.
Yeah, bro.
I feel bad because he joined 2 years ago, right?
Hey, in the words of the great Dulo Zumli, man, I'm gonna keep sleeping, bro.
Oh, we'll add that thing here.
Oh yeah, you gotta add that. Any other sleepers you guys see on this list, man? We got a lot of good shooters too, man. Subhan Ashrafi here, pretty solid player. I think getting him in the 3rd or 4th round would be pretty solid for most teams.
SCG
No, I
is
mean, I
good.
think the biggest sleeper on
Oh,
here,
shit.
who I don't know about or I never really seen before until I was asked to add him to this league, Taha Khan. I think we have him listed as Taha Ali on here.
Oh yeah.
But this guy apparently, from what I've been told, is a really good player. I was told better version of Nabil Mansour. So high second round pick. So that's someone that, captains could keep in mind. I never watched him personally, but these are just things that I've heard. So, that would probably be my actual sleeper.
I think I agree with you. I think he's a sleeper. I don't know if I'd say he's really Nabil.
No, he's not. No, he's better from my sources.
But Nabil's more like a 3-point shooter. Shoots the ball a decent amount. Taha's more. I don't know if he really shoots the ball from 3 like that, but he's got a nice handle. He drives downfield, downhill. Sorry. He's a little undersized though.
Yeah. What about my guy Rehan Rahman though?
I've only played against him once back when we were in college, so that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
He's got a heart.
He just beats
of a
people's
dog.
ass.
Hell
I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie,
Yeah. I think also, man, Hayan is low-key slept on, man.
Dude, Hayan with the return. I mean, he kind of played last season because,
I think
I
he's
let him.
in the 3rd round when Usfer picks, he's gonna pick Hayan.
Yeah, if he's joining an Usfer team, he's gonna play like a top 10 player.
Yeah, I mean, some people call them Shaq and Kobe.
I mean, they proved it once, but yeah, he needs to be running. Maybe Anas too, but Anas like slowing the pace depending on who's around him. But yeah, if you're drafting Hayan, get ready to run, and if you're running, he'll be performing, and if not, then it'll be a headache for you guys.
Yeah, honestly, what were you talking about?
Yeah, irrelevant.
But yeah.
But Ali Iqbal, man, shout out to Ali Iqbal. The guy was hooping last year for
he was
for Waleed's team.
team.
Even though they gave him so much shit, but he was the only one hooping out there. He was basically holding his own, keeping him in games at times.
Is that the guy with the AI pics on IG?
Yo, chill, bro.
I'm serious.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean,
all right, yo, Rohil,
man, solid
dude,
player.
sleeper. He's gonna go to whatever team Isam's on. Isam loves that guy, and I would too if I was a superstar. This guy literally takes 5 shots a game, hits 4 of them, gets rebounds, puts back, talks a lot of crap, goes a little too far sometimes, but
Oh, and he made fun of us for spraining his ankle.
yeah, that was a little crazy, but.
Any final words you guys have, Zadie, to the rest of the league and to the rest of the captains before we end the show?
Shout out Shaz,
Yeah,
7-footer.
shout out Shaz. I think the league's slowly improving. I think
Mansour's back.
who Wakas?
No, Mansour Ali, man. We're tired of
solid
Wakas,
player,
man.
Oh,
Mansour, big,
He's
dude.
gonna foul out in the first half like all the time. That's my guy though. Great
If you
guy.
need a
really
big-
nice guy.
If you're going guard heavy in the first few rounds, that is a sleeper big you can pick in the 4th round for sure.
Yeah, he plays really hard. I think the quality of this league is improving. It's always good vibes. It's always just like building connections, building brotherhood through basketball. That's what KXP is about. So I always look forward to it, and we've been begging her to bring it back. So inshallah, we have a great season.
Yeah, for sure. And then, looking forward to the new faces that I'm not familiar with myself, like Atif Ali, Taha Khan, who we mentioned earlier, and then whoever else signed up that I haven't.
Zishan, bro.
And Zishan Siddiqui. Yo, shout out Zishan Siddiqui. We might have a team with 3 brothers, never done ever before in the KBA, and it might actually happen this season.
I would feel bad for him because he would. Just
I would
get
feel bad
bullied.
for that team.
Dude, he's not that bad.
He's
though.
not, but he just get bullied by his brothers.
That like if he gets picked on that team, yeah, 100%. And then us for 2,
Oh
my
my
god.
That poor kid, man. It's like, can't believe you couldn't amount to anything like your brothers. Like, man, hopefully he hoops,
Chill,
man.
bro.
Hopefully he
That's
plays
so-
against
but
them.
you know what? I saw him the other day. He was like,
Yeah, he was
man, I wish I
hooping.
took basketball seriously. I could have been something.
Yo, well, he's got a chance now.
He has a height, man. Like,
No, he's got the skill. I mean, the height.
he's got that injury.
Yeah, but I
Injuries
mean
too,
that whole group, like him and Mosaid, they're delusional.
Oh, Mo Saeed, man, he's low key, man.
He's not a sleeper. We're all wide awake here.
I'm not saying he's a sleeper or anything, but put some respect on his name, man.
Dude, I tried, dude. We drafted him
Dude, I
last season. Zadie drafted him in the 2nd round,
Yeah,
and
the
this guy
second
was
round,
playing
you know
like a
He told
4th
me last
rounder,
year,
man.
He said, I hurt my back picking up a piece of paper off the ground. After that, I was gonna trade him, bro. That's horrendous.
Hey,
He's
shout out
terrible.
Mo Saeed, man. Shout out Mo Saeed.
No,
Take
shut up,
that,
Mo.
take that back, man. Buddy was dropping 2 points a game for us, man. Then we had to trade him. That's why the trade looked bad, but he's high-level player.
I mean, it was 2nd rounder for 2nd rounder. Unhappy 2nd rounder for shit 2nd rounder.
Yeah.
So, It was a fair trade.
But
That'll be all for the show, folks. My name is Mohsen Safi here with the KBA commissioner and the newest captain of the KBA. Draft coming soon. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Peace.
This telecast is copyright by KXP Entertainment, a division of KXP Properties Incorporated. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, or other use of this telecast, or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of this game without the express written consent of KXP is prohibited.